So there's been a bit of a leak with Spear. You can dig around in the in-game files and you'll find some notes that we will indeed be getting a Queen Bellandir spear. This is one of 2 current arch bosses. This means, yes, there'll be a new arch boss weapon. And the good thing about these arch boss weapons is they're basically tier 2 weapons in a tier 1 game, because of the fact that you'll be able to upgrade them to the level of tier 2 once that content's actually released, up to level 12, improving its effects. So ultimately, if you want to go and save up a whole bunch of Queen Bellandir's fragments, then you will be able to craft that new spear. Again, it most likely costs 180, which is kind of insane, but still, if you want to get it day 1, it may very well be possible. And this is potentially what it looks like. This info was data mined, not sure by this guy, but he shared it. Credit to him. But it also confirms that we'll be getting Shaikal's tentacle spear. So yes, as I was mentioning, these co-op dungeons will be dropping the new spear in their loot tables. And we have a pretty good guess it's coming from the Cursed Wasteland, Shaikal. These leaks are not confirmed by the devs in any way, so it's all up for change. But December the 5th, Spear is launching, so things are unlikely to differ that much from this. Ultimately, that means, yeah, you should be able to actually craft that spear like you can do here with the other co-op dungeon weapons. You just need 2-dimensional essence salvation, which you can craft through these soul shards or by doing the random queue and opening those party matchmaking packs. So as I mentioned, be sure to have a few of them, and when Spear releases you can craft it. And those weapons can be best in slot in some cases, like the Wicked Thorns are very good for damage output, and are generally better than any of the other ones you can get here, even versus Tevent for again raw damage output. Tevent is great for the utility in PvP. So who knows, the bonus on that could be very effective. Otherwise, we have Junobote's lava spear. So we know that particular field boss should have it added to the loot table. He currently drops the Warblade, so he may very well be able to drop then 2 weapons, which is somewhat unique to other bosses. But that also means you could potentially save up the conquest rewards, the participation reward, and actually get the spear straight away from the selection chest. But I don't know, there's no confirmation if they'll cause any of the chests you currently have to be updated with the new table, but most likely they will. You can see a whole bunch of other spears here, and sometimes they name it as a halberd, sometimes as a trident. So yeah, they're taking a mix of all different pole arms, but in general it's a spear. There is also Mad Wraith's Fear Spear. Some people are theory crafting that could be a Tevent's version, but that would be interesting to have then both arch bosses dropping a new spear. Currently, you have Tevent dropping 4 and Bellandir 3, so it makes sense that there would just be a Bellandir spear for the sake of balance and not the Tevent's. As for the bonuses that these different spears will give, we are unsure. We can only theory craft for now. There's utterly no info out there other than if you manage to dig around even more in the in-game files. If one of the bonuses could actually cause more fear effects, that would be crazy, because the spears are already coming with a quite busted ability that can cause fear on the target. You see that here. And feared is basically, yeah, you can't do anything, you have no control over your character, and you start walking around the place randomly, and so it is a really powerful CC effect. On top of that, this ability can be used from 30 meters away, but it does have a cap of only being able to fear 7 guys. But again, a spear called Mad Wraith's Fear Spear, potentially boosting the capabilities of this ability even further, sounds pretty nuts. I did cover in the previous video the majority of the spear skills, and this Wraith Storm, you can see more of the details here. Up to 7 enemies, 5 meter radius, all feared, And also 30-meter range here is pretty nuts. On top of the ability that you cannot be targeted until right before falling, and you'll be immune to all status conditions. In most cases, we're going to get a lot of filler spears, so a lot of different blue ones, green ones, and the names of which are probably listed here. And we even get like resistance spears. These are generally just like stepping stone gear pieces. You can see halberd of the resistance. That's to be expected. It's just filler for the loot tables. The best ones you'll be going for will be the ones that give an extra effect. So the ones from your co-op dungeons and the ones from your arch bosses and field bosses. The spear will be releasing December the 5th in just over 3 days, the same time this battle pass ends. So thanks all for watching. A special thank you to the extra support of my channel members, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.